hopefully through this process find some closure, but the closure also realizes that there's a lot of suffering that they are still doing, still experiencing, and we hope and pray that they will be able to not only receive what is given to them, but that they will know the healing of God's love. And I certainly pray for that. This has been a long process, not only for us, but more importantly for the survivors. And our prayers go to them. We're very sorry for the experiences that they have had in the past. They're very heart-wrenching stories, which we had the opportunity to hear in court, and also I have heard many of them individually. And now it's time to move on, but we realize that for some of them it will be very difficult to move on. And we continue to pray for them. I continue to be available to speak to any of them who wish to do so.
Archbishop, I saw that you had a chance to shake hands with a few of the survivors in the courtroom today. Do you feel that you've connected with them through this process and hearing their stories over the last week or so?
I do, and they are wounded human beings, and I mean that in the most respectful way. And it's important for me to be able to see them both in their suffering as well as in their hope for a new life. But it's been very helpful to me to connect with some of them. Some of them I have connected with in the past, but it's within this context, it's very important to be able to connect with them.
Archbishop, what should parishioners, what should the faithful expect here on out? Because it's been said in testimony that this will be a very trying time for the Archdiocese. What do you anticipate for churches and parishes in the Archdiocese moving forward?
I think for the churches and parishes, it will be a blessing to know that it's completed from that perspective. But as I mentioned, for the survivors, it's not completed. They still have their pain and the woundedness of their lives for many of them. But I think for the agencies and parishes, it will be a relief that this process has been completed.
Following the testimony you heard, do you anticipate re-examining any cases and presenting them to law enforcement or adding any names to the list?
We have done that already. Any case that we have has gone to law enforcement. And so we feel that we have done our duty in that regard.
And as far as the independent review board and the fact that there will be survivors in that group, Archbishop Checchio will have to be in charge of that going forward. Right. Is there a process in place for the church to handle those cases differently than they have in the past?
Yes, that's true. We will, and whatever is in the plan is what we intend to do, to accomplish. The plan is very clear. We embrace the non-monetary dimension of the plan, and we will follow it completely.
And the Survivors' Bill of Rights will be followed? Who makes sure that that gets followed?
I do for the immediate present. Archbishop Checchio will do so, and also the various offices that we have, victims assistance coordinators, as well as Safe Environment, will work with us in doing that. That's their responsibility, and they know of the non-monetary issues, and that will be carried out in a faithful way with good intentions.
When will the non-monetary changes happen, and when will the documents be published?
The non-monetary document has been published. It's on our website already. It went on the website last week.
And when will start happening within the schools and the parishes? Like, when will those start?
They start immediately. Okay, and many of them, I think that there's kind of a misunderstanding about the non-monetary. The vast majority of things in the non-monetary is what we are doing already. We have a very robust Safe Environment program, and that will continue. We do add a few things to it, but in general, and I think that's been misrepresented very often in this process, the process that we have in the non-monetary reflects what good we have today, and it moves forward on a few of those things and makes them more intricate.
And the documents published at LSU will happen. Do we expect that to happen?
We can expect it to happen. We don't have a timeline at this point, but we have committed ourselves that they will go to LSU and they will be available to people.
This sets into motion your retirement as well, Archbishop. Any reflections on your time left and your time as Archbishop?
I still have some things to finish up, and I also have to visit the 10 deaneries and to be available to the survivors, which I will do, and to listen to them. And so that will take time. But as soon as that is finished, then I would retire.
And there was some hope, Archbishop, that there would be $70 million or $75 million from the non-settling insured travelers. That did not happen today. So some of these cases could end up going to court without the church having to be there to defend them, but that would continue this process in a way. Are you concerned about that at all, or is that basically out of the church's hands at this point?
In some ways, it's out of our hands. At the same time, we know that that's all in negotiation at the present time. And I can't speak for the insurance company, but we feel confident that they are in the process of making some kind of negotiations.
Last question, is there just a breakdown on how much each parish will be paying with the contribution?
Yeah, we're not disclosing what each parish is paying. We don't feel that that's necessary to disclose that.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm going to wrap up here.
Okay.
So that was Archbishop Gregory Aymond wrapping things up. It's a big day here at federal court because the Archdiocese of New Orleans has officially